Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. Bertemu kembali kita di video untuk chapter 7 kalau tak silap. Let me share with you the PowerPoint. Digital Logic Design, chapter 7, flip-flop. Okay. So as usual, watch this video till the end. So it may have two parts if the contents for this chapter is a lot, then I will divide it into two. I will divide two. Okay, if not, then only one video. So please don't give up, don't boring. No choice, just watch the video. Okay. So flip flop, We start with latch. What is latch? Latch, L-A-T-C-H. Latch. Okay, a latch is a temporary storage device that has two stable states. It is a basic form of memory. So the first one, the S-R latch, or we call it SR latch, is the most basic type. It can be constructed from NOR gates and NAND gates. With NOR gates, the latch responds to active high. With NAND gates, it responds to active low input. Okay, so this is illustration of the latch lah. This is not the real latch. Ini kunci pintu kat rumah. Okay, so this is the latch which is construct from NAND. Okay, active high input SR latch, active low input SR latch. Kalau if you use NOR gate, it is active high. If the output is high, it is active. It means like that. This is very important statement. Active low, when the input is low, it is active. Something like this. Okay, please be careful on this statement. Active high, active low. Okay. Remember that by using De Morgan theorem, NOR and NAND gate are equivalent to, refer back to the Morgan theorem, negative N and negative O. Negative N ni means that ada bubble dekat depan. It means that's the meaning of negative kan. So negative N ni is equivalent to NOR. Equivalent to NOR ni. This is NOR. Equivalent to NOR. When you put bubble at the input of AND gate, it is same to NOR gate. Dengar. Listen carefully. Alright. And negative OR gate respectively. Sama juga kat sini. If you have this bubble ni, bubble represent N lah. N. This is AND gate at the input of OR. Macam ni kan. So it is actually represent to NAND gate. Boleh juga macam tu The active high SR latch is in stable latch condition when both inputs are low, stable. Active high, stable condition ni. Baca betul-betul ni dia punya statement ni. The active high SR latch is in stable in latch condition when both input 0, dia akan dapat latch initially reset kosong macam tu. Assume the latch is initially initially reset Q equals 0, and the inputs are their inactive level 0. To set the latch Q equals to 1, a momentary high signal is applied to the S input while the R remains low. Okay, so this is the first operation ni, tengok ni. Faham tak apa maksud ni? Initially reset. Initially ni keadaan awal dia sebelum apa-apa input diberi. Initially condition, which is Q equals to 0, Q bar equals to 1. Keadaan awal. Sebab Q bar, to set the latch Q equals to 1, untuk dapatkan output ni equals to 1, a momentary high signal is applied to the S. Okay, kena bagi kat sini 1. Baru dia akan dapat 1 dekat sini. Okay. Bagi 1 tu. This is pulse 1 kat situ. Baru dia akan dapat output 1 kat situ kan. Sebelum tu macam tu. Kemudian bagi, dia dapat 1 kat situ. Boleh. Bagi, dapat 1 kat situ, output kat situ. Sebab apa? Sebab apa jadi macam tu? Pada keadaan yang asal ni, this is the keadaan yang asal. Ni kosong, ini 1 kan. Sini akan ada apa? Kosong, sini jadi 1. Sebab dia connected ni kan keadaan asal. So, untuk first condition ni, pak dibagi S ni. Bagi 1. So, sini 1. Sini apa tadi? Sebelumnya. Sebelumnya adalah kosong kan? Sebelum tadi. Pak dibagi 1. Sini still kosong. 1 kosong kita akan dapat kosong dekat sini. Okay. Kemudian yang dekat sini pula, this one, keadaan asal dia 1, kita tak bagi apa-apa, 1 kosong kan. 1 kosong. 1 kosong. Sorry, kosong. Sorry, salah. Dia jadi macam tu lah. 1, kemudian dia akan dapat 1 kosong. To reset the latch Q equals to 0, reset balik, a momentary high signal is applied to the R input while the S remain low. Bagi pula dekat R ni. Kita akan dapat sini. Bagi pula dekat R. Kita akan dapat macam tu. Jadi, just refer to this as R latch. Set kosong, kalau kita bagi dia kosong-kosong, dia punya truth table no change. 1 kosong, output 1, 0 1 output 0, 1 invalid. Invalid ni maksudnya tak boleh. Invalid ni tak ada output lah, tak boleh bagi satu-satu. So you have to understand this truth table, to understand lah, because you don't have to memorize, sebab boleh tengok slide kan. So this is the example. Kalau kita bagi wave diagram dia kan, wave diagram, set, reset. So this is the output. This output is based on truth table ni. Nak draw ni based on truth table. 0 0 no change. Set 1, reset 0, set 1, reset 0, Q sama dengan 1, jadi naik 1. Tetap sampai sini. 0 0 tidak berubah. Tidak berubah ni maksudnya dia follow whatever previous tu lah. Previous 1 dia jadi 1. Previous 0 jadi 0. Okay, aku turun. Reset 1, set 0 jadi 0, turun. Dan seterusnya. Okay, so this is how the SR latch work. You can refer to the truth table and look at the wave diagram kat sini kan, to get the output of Q. Active low pula. Yang tadi active high, active low. So samalah konsep dia. The most important is to see the ni terus table. Satu-satu pula no change kan. Tadi kosong-kosong no change. So sama juga konsep. Cuma dia akan terbalik sikit. So this is the logic symbol. Petak aja. Active high input SR lash, active low input SR lash. Kat sini. Kalau active high, simbol dia tak tengok kat situ. Tak ada bubble. Kalau active low, simbol ada bubble kat situ. So, kalau dalam soalan, kalau diberi yang macam ni, you have to remember that you need to use this truth table. Kalau dia ada bubble kat depan, it means that active low, use this truth table. So, sila please pay attention to the symbol. The active low XR latch is available as the, so this is the number IC there, 74LS279A IC. It features 4 internal latch with having 2 S input to set any of the latch. The S line is passed low. It is available in several packages. So this is the IC punya ni lah. Macam ni, latch ni kan. What you need to understand is the truth table and also the characteristic. Dia punya lah. Kalau if you need to use the IC, remember that you need to put the ground, VCC kan. So this one means that kat sinilah SR output Q kan. Dia ada 4 latch dalam satu IC. Gated latch is a variation on the basic latch. The gated latch has an additional input called EN that must be high in order for the latch to respond to the S and R input. So ada satu lagi latch ni pula, dia panggil gated latch. Dia ada EN dekat sini. Yang tadi tak ada. Please pay attention. Jangan ingat sama. EN ni kan. That must be high in order for the latch to respond to the S and R. Important, when the latch is gated, SR latch become S bar, R bar latch become SR latch. Tengok kat sini ada EN ni kan. EN ni yang paling penting. Enable. Kalau dia tak enable, dia tak function as a latch. Kalau dia kata latch EN ni must be high in order for the latch to respond to the SR. Kalau dia tak high, tak ada respon lah. Bagi input apa pun, dia takkan dapat apa-apa. Okay, sebab tu, which is the truth table. Satu ni kan, make sure that enable dia satu in order this SR latch work. Okay, kalau tak, dia tak function lah. It's not functional. 0, the output. Bagilah output apa-apa pun, you give all any kind of input, output tu not change from the current punya output lah. Okay, so you have to set EN equals to 1, enable equals to 1. Barulah dia akan jadi latch ni. 0, 0, no change. 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Dapat macam ni. So, kalau nak lukis dia punya output waveform, refer to this. Truth table, but look at the EN ni kan. Tengok first EN 0. EN 0. So, bagilah apa pun input SR, Q tetap 0. No change kan. Apa saja input kat situ. Bila EN 1 je, EN 1 barulah dia tengok SR tu apa. SR S1 R0. Tengok R1 S1 R0. Q equals to 1. So naik 1. Naik 1. Dan turun. EN kosong, no change. Tak ada apa-apa. Bagilah apa-apa input dekat SR, dia pun tak ada apa-apa. Sebab dia enable kosong kan. Kosong. Sampailah enable tu balik naik jadi 1. S0 R1, S0 R1, Q sama dengan kosong. Turun, kosong dan seterusnya. Boleh. Please understand this. Next is a gated D dia panggil. Gated D latch. Tadi gated R latch, gated D latch. D latch. SR, kemudian gated D latch. The gated D latch is an variation of the SR latch but combines the SR input into a single D. Dia combine. Dia ada satu input saja. Ada N apa? Ada Q. Semudahlah. Q follows D when the enable is active. Q follow D je. Tapi EN must be active. Active maksudnya kalau kosong ni dia tak aktif. Enable mesti jadi satu. So dapat balik. Itu gated D latch. Satu. So this waveform follow this one. So please look at this waveform carefully and try to understand, all right? Based on this truth table. Okay, we finish about the D latch. Latch tadi ada SR, active low, active high, ada gated, ada enable tu kan, kemudian ada D. Selesai latch. Sekarang flip-flop ni macam latch juga tapi dia lebih advance sikit. A flip-flop differs from a latch in the manner it change states. A flip-flop is a clock device. Ada clock. Yang tadi tak ada clock. Ni ada clock. Konsep clock. Ada masa kat situ. In which only the clock age determines when a new bit is entered. Kena ada clock dulu. Barulah flip-flop tu boleh dapat output kan. Clock age dia panggil. The clock age can be positive or negative. Dia boleh jadi positif ataupun dekat negatif untuk kita dapatkan output tu. Positive age clock. This is we call it positive age clock. This is we call it negative age clock. Okay, nanti kita tengok apa beza tu. The clock is actually the enable in gated latch, but clock is a constant pulse. Dia macam enable lah. Ada clock tu baru dia dapat output dia. Macam enable kan. Ada enable satu baru kita dapat. Kalau enable tu kosong, kita no change. Sama juga. Tapi beza dia gated latch clock is a constant pulse. Constant macam ni. Constant. Kalau EN tadi dia boleh satu kat sini panjang macam tu kan. Baru dapat satu. Ini constant. Frekuensi lah clock. So this is the SR flip-flop. Jangan confuse dengan SR latch. This is SR flip-flop. Okay, dia ada dia punya circuit dia macam ni. Pakai NAND gate, pakai NOR gate. Pakai OR gate tapi ada N kat situ kan. SR kemudian ada C. Gate 1, gate 2, gate 3, gate 4. Edge detector circuit is to detect whether positive or negative clock. Dekat C ni clock lah. Jadi sebab tu it's very important to know whether positive or negative. Sebab nak dapatkan output tu kan. Positive or negative ni. Nanti kita tengok. Okay, this is the example. Flip-flop SR. Tadi latch ni SR. Tengok simbol dia. C macam tu kan. This clock. Yang tadi ada enable but this one is clock. Kalau dia tak ada bubble like this is positive age dia panggil. Clock positif, clock naik atas. Kalau ada ini clock negatif. Okay, tengok betul-betul ni. Fahamkan betul-betul. Apa function clock? Kita tengok Kena ada clock dulu. Kalau tak ada clock, tak ada lah. Dia tak ada output. Output is remain as previous. Apa yang current, no change tu kan current. 0, 0, no change. No change ni tadilah. Kalau 0, 0 lah output dia. 1, 1 lah. 1, 0 ada clock, output equals to 1. 0, 1 ada clock, output equals to 0. 1, 1 ni tak boleh. Tak boleh bagi 1, 1. Dekat SR kan. MBGS. Dia jadi tak betul. So ini negative clock. Beza ni adalah negatif ni je lah. Dia akan trigger output tu dekat negatif. Mari kita tengok. Example of PET. Positive age trigger SR flip-flop. Positive edge trigger. Sebab, okay, this is the example of waveform. Waveform diagram for the SR flip-flop. Jadi, dia bagi satu input dekat S, bagi satu input dekat R. Apakah Q? Macam tu. So, please remember that SR flip-flop ni, dia kena ada clock. SR clock. Kalau tak ada clock, dia tak boleh nak. Dia takkan ada output lah. Ini yang dimasukkan dengan positive trigger. Clock ni, kena tengok clock. Untuk dapatkan output tu, kena tengok clock. Dekat mana output dia tu? Dekat sini ke, dekat sini ke, dekat sini ke, dekat sini kan? Dekat sini ke, input dia dekat sini kan, dia continuous kan? So macam bila nak dapatkan output tu? Bila ada clock. Ada clock positif maksudnya kita ambil yang dekat naik ni. This one. Dekat naik ni. Ambil dekat situ. Untuk dapatkan output. Okey, dekat sini apa nilai S? Apa nilai R? Oh, nilai S kosong, nilai R adalah kosong. Ni S kosong, R kosong, apa berlaku pada output? No change. No change means that no change lah. Sebab dia dah jadi kosong. Bila ada clock, tengok output kosong, tengok input kosong, input S kosong, R kosong, no change. No change dia akan ikut apa yang sebelumnya. Kalau sebelumnya kosong, so ni akan jadi kosong. Ni negative trigger, so dia tak ada efek lah. Apa je berlaku dekat sini, ada perubahan input ke, dia tak berubah. Ni kan ada perubahan input ni, satu jadi kosong. Tapi sebab tak ada clock, so tak payah buat apa-apa. Draw je, so sampai sini. Oh, sampai sini ada clock? Ada. Tengok apa input? Oh, input S1 R0. Refer to kat sini refer to here. S1 S1 R0 ada clock, Q equals to 1. Itu naik, dia panggil set. Dan seterusnya. Okay, tengok betul-betul, try to understand. Okay, don't just like apa tu, faham, but you're not really understand. So problem lah bila nak jawab test nanti kan. Ini baru SR flip-flop. Next is a JK flip-flop. Okay, JK flip-flop. In SR flip-flop, there is an invalid output when S equals to 1, R equals to 1. Tak valid. D flip-flop can overcome this issue, but JK flip-flop is more versatile. Kita tengok JK dulu sebelum kita pergi D. JK flip-flop offers the same input combination as SR flip-flop and still can overcome the invalid input. When input become 1, JK flip-flop will have toggle dia panggil. Tadi tak valid kan? Ni toggle. So this is the JK flip-flop. Yang ni yang penting ni. Ni yang penting. This is very important. Kalau tak ada bubble, dia positive trigger. Ada bubble, dia negative trigger. Okay. So look at this. Terus table. 0, 0, ada clock, no change. Sama kan? 1, 0, 1. Sama macam SR tadi. 0, 1, 0. Cuma beza dia bila 1, 1 tadi, yang SR dia tak valid, invalid. But for this one, toggle. Toggle means that kalau sebelumnya 0, dia akan naik jadi 1. Kalau sebelumnya 1, dia naik jadi 0. Sama juga untuk negatif. Kan kita tengok. Dia punya tu dia. This is the example, positif. Tengok, initial dia 1 kan ni. Ni tengok ni. Initial dia dah 1. Dia boleh jadi 0, depends lah. Tengok pada soalan. Initial 1. Pada permulaan dia. Okay, kita tengok input JK pada waktu clock ada ni. 1, J0, K1. 0, 1. 0 kan. 0 lah, turun lah. Awak lukis. So you draw, turun 0. Sampai jumpa next clock. Yang ni tak ada. Walaupun ada perubahan kat sini, just ignore. Sebab dia tak ada clock kan. Ada clock je baru kita tengok input dia. 1, 1. 1, 1, toggle. Ni maksud toggle ni. Toggle ni maksudnya bila keadaan sebelumnya 0, ada clock 1, 1, dia pun ada 1 lah toggle. Kalau dia 1, toggle 0. Ni dia 0, toggle maksudnya kalau keadaan ni 0, naik jadi 1. Faham? Dan seterusnya. Macam ni kan toggle ni. Dia ada next clock 1-1 sebab dia sebelumnya adalah kosong, 1. So 1-1 toggle dia pun turun ke bawah. Tu. Satu-satu lagi toggle naik ke atas. Please try to understand. Next is D. So kita tengok D macam ni. Senang aja. Kosong 1-1 senang D. Adalah tujuan dia nanti ni. Kenapa senang simple macam ni? Ada tujuan di speed clock. D ni just follow input dan tengok clock. Senang saja. Okay, next preset and clear input. Tambah sikit lagi the difficulties to the flip-flop tadi. Notice that flip-flop is controlled by the age-triggered clock, which make is a synchronous device. Kalau kita ada clock tadi, age-triggered clock, positif atau negatif, kan? Positif trigger tu atau negatif trigger, dia kata which make is a synchronous device. However, sometimes we need the flip-flop to be controlled by our desire, which is not in synchronous mode, such as interrupts or reset. Faham tak maksud dia? Kalau yang tadi tu, dia continuous synchronous. Tapi kalau kita nak interrupt flip-flop tu, nak stop ke, nak tukar ke kan, so we can't do for that kind of flip-flop. So as for that, a little modification on the normal flip-flop design needs to be added so it can function in asynchronous mode as well as in the usual synchronous mode. This can be realized by adding 2 more inputs, preset and clear, which are both in active flow. Tambah lagi 1-2 button kat situ. Kan, tambah lagi susah. So we add 2 preset and clear, which are both in active flow. These inputs will function as macam ni. Kalau preset tu kosong, clear tu kosong, mode dia invalid, output dia invalid. Tak boleh ada this condition. Flip-flop tu tak valid, tak akan dapat apa-apa output. Preset kosong, clear 1, asynchronous. Dia akan dapat 1. Dia tak sinkronous lagi. Bagilah apa-apa input pun, kalau preset get this input, output dia jadi 1 je. Bagilah apa input. Sama juga. Preset 1, clear kosong, asynchronous. Output jadi kosong. Tapi bila preset 1, clear 1, dia ikut normal flip-flop. Normal flip-flop tu yang ni lah. Dia follow ni. Kalau D, D. Kalau TK, dia follow yang ni. So, tambah lagi satu level kan. You have to refer to preset and clear in order to get the output of flip-flop. Kalau preset and clear equals to 1, so mode synchronous means that it's follow normal flip-flop, the truth table tadi. Kalau tak, dia follow yang ni lah. Boleh. So this is the preset and clear inputs of the, dia ada preset kat sini, ada clear kat sini. Kan, preset kat sini, ada clear kat sini. Macam tu. Kita isi satu-satu. Okay, tengok kat sini. Example of positive edge trigger D flip-flop with preset and clear. Tengok preset, jangan ambil yang initial ni, ambil yang ada clock. Clock ni tak, bila ada preset, tengok preset. Tengok first condition, kosong, first ni, kosong, preset kosong, clear 1. Tengok, preset kosong, clear 1. Output jadi 1. Terus output jadi 1. Initial kosong, output jadi 1. So, 1 lah. 1 sebab kat sini kan, ni tak berubah kan. 1 sampai sini. Oh, sampai sini preset ni berubah. Clear masih sama, 1. Preset naik jadi 1. 1-1. Tengok 1-1. Oh, 1-1 dia tengok normal flip-flop. Normal flip-flop D. Normal flip-flop. Normal flip-flop means that refer to D lah. Ni D. Itu maksud normal flip-flop. So, dia tengok normal flip-flop. Normal flip-flop maksudnya D lah. D flip-flop. Dia tengok pada input D. Tapi, kena tengok dulu. Ada tak clock positif ni kan? Positive edge trigger clock pada waktu ni. Oh, tak ada. Kan, waktu ni kosong. So, still remain seperti kalau tak ada, no change lah. Betul tak? Tak ada clock. Complicated sikit kan? Tak ada clock. Sebab saya kata, D must have a clock untuk dapatkan output. Tapi dalam case ni tak ada clock ni dekat sini. Dekat this one kan? Ni kan tak ada clock. So that's why jawapan dia remain. Sampai sini. Sini 1, 1 ada clock. So D kosong. Turun jadi kosong. Follows D. Ni maksudnya ni follow D. Follow D. Follow D. Kemudian clear preset 1 clear kosong. Preset 1 clear kosong. Preset 1 clear kosong. Output kosong. Output kosong. Turun jadi kosong. Clear. Okay. Itu cara kita how di flip flop with preset and clear working. Yeah? Please understand this. Okay, this is a flip flop as a storage device. Okay. Typically for data storage application, a group of flip flops are connected parallel. So data is stored until the next clock is passed. Flip flop as a frequency divider, boleh juga jadi frequency divider. Baca kat situ Tengok JK flip flop as frequency divider. Okay. Kalau kita nak divide frequency divider 2, kita guna 1. If 2 flip flop, divide by 4. Macam ni. Frekuensi. Kalau frekuensi 100, divide by 4, 35. Division, So you can look at this. Okay. Next is a counter. So counter, I will continue on the next video. Thank you. See you on the next video. All right. Bye-bye.